Okay, so that's the transmission. Obviously, I've been cleaning that up. It was grungy and grody and you know, just caked with oil and dirt and crud. So got that cleaned up. Just used copper wire brushes and a copper wire brush on my drill also to get that cleaned up. And that is, you know, the light's not all that great, but that's the motor now. It's not perfect, and as far as being clean, but it's way better than it was. So I think it'll make it look a lot better once it goes back together. And of course, took the old piston off. It was kind of a bear. The piston, the wrist pin was really in there, so I had to kind of pound on that to get that out, but we got it. So here's the old piston. I thought, just like everything else, I thought it looked great. I didn't really see any major issues at all. There's a little score mark right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. And there's a little score mark. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, right there. You can sort of see where there's a sort of a pattern right in that area. But I mean, minimal, really, really minimal. So I don't think that was the issue. And I don't have the rings in here with me, but I should do a video of the rings, because the rings, one of them was actually bent. It had the end of it, the tab was, well, there's not supposed to be a tab, but the end of it was bent. So I think that's, if there's any damage to this, I think that was probably the cause. And I also think that's why the bike was running, you know, really, really bad. So anyway, there's the wrist pin. It looked great. So far, I've been really happy with the parts coming out, just that they've all looked so good, and that really the only damage that I saw was the bent ring. And but still, that cylinder concerned me, and I wanted to go ahead and bore it out. Hopefully this thing will be closer to a 500 by the time I'm done, instead of a 425. So anyway, there you go.